At Wind River Resort and Casino, we like to celebrate life's little moments. Oh, and the big ones too, because around here, when you're completely in the moment, that's when the magic happens. Come in and find your moment at Wind River Resort and Casino.
Well, happy Monday morning to you. I'm Chief Meteorologist Mike Krueger. We got Debbie, the first one to chime in this morning. Happy Monday to everyone. Excuse me. Well, I tell you what, I'm still kind of fighting this little bit of a whatever's going on here. I mean, I feel fine, but just that raspy voice. You'd think I'm a smoker and drink whiskey, but I don't. I just drink coffee in the morning. All right, well, tell you what, you know, as expected, boy, we saw those showers out there yesterday for some, and, you know, it was one of those days where I had posted in the morning, I said, hey, you know what, today is one of those just keep your umbrella handy type of days. That was yesterday. I think we'll be looking at more of the same here for today. It's that cool and unsettled weather pattern I've been talking about since last week, and it looks like we are going to be dealing with that here to start off your work week. So a little bit on the chilly side this morning. In fact, let's take a look at the radar, and we're seeing that line of showers, especially for the coast, Del Norte, Humboldt counties. Now that first line is pushing through this morning. You'll notice there's more activity coming in behind it. And look off to the very left of your screen here. If you look closely, you'll see a couple of lightning strikes. So we can't rule out maybe even a straight thunderstorm, especially for parts of the coast here this morning, and maybe even an isolated thunderstorm for parts of Northern California as well. But it's not going to be, I don't think, unstable enough for widespread and thunderstorms, just the scattered showers and a brief downpour, I think, for some, but it won't last for very long. So we take a look at some of the rainfall totals we saw yesterday, and surprise, surprise, where was most of the rain? Yeah, on the coast. About a half an inch in Crescent City. Look at Klamath, almost an inch there. Trinidad, about 6,600ths. Eureka, over half an inch, as well as Fortuna. Redway, just over a quarter of an inch. And even parts of southern Trinity County. Look at Ruth, 2,500ths of an inch of rainfall. And about a tenth of an inch of rainfall in Weaverville. And we just didn't see much in the valley. I mean, throughout the day, there was like a sprinkle here and there. It looks like most of the measurable rainfall was in Corning, at 600ths of an inch of rainfall there. And notice that line of rain, kind of the south and east of Redding, around Anderson, Palisadro. Looks like a little bit more measurable rainfall there. We did see about 3,600 out in Shingletown, and you look up to the east, though. I mean, look at Lassen, look at Plumas counties. I mean, anywhere from 0 to only a few hundredths of an inch of rainfall. But Alturas fared well at 6,900ths of an inch of rainfall. All right, so let's get you to Krueger's Quickcast here for your Monday, October 28th. Temperatures on the cool side in Redding at 42, otherwise in the 40s and 50s elsewhere in the valley. We're talking 33 for Alturas, 39 for Susanville, burning about 30 this morning. We're at 36 degrees for Weaverville and low 50s right now along the coast. All right, there you can see, of course, the visibility looking pretty good out there. We take a look at the camera out at Trinidad, or should I say just north of Trinidad at Elk Country. And we've got the mainly clear skies out there this morning here. Not mainly clear, excuse me. There has actually been some shower activity for parts of the coast. Now, we're not seeing a lot of that rain now. A lot of that rain has pushed just to the east of the immediate coast, but I do expect to see a potential for even some more showers for parts of the coast this morning, and for the rest of us later this morning and afternoon as well. But there you can see, looking out at Crescent City, this is the Harbor District cam, and you can see the clouds kind of breaking up a little bit here and there. And if you look closely, you'll kind of see that sheen on the pavement there from the lights. That's a little bit of that wet pavement that we do have on the ground right now. So yeah, again, we'll take another quick look at our visibilities here, and this will just kind of illustrate that, yeah, I mean, there are some low clouds out there, but for the most part, we've got some pretty good visibility out there this morning. So let's get you out the door this morning for your Monday, October 28th. And you can see for the valley, it's starting off fairly dry with mostly cloudy skies. You know, at 8 o'clock this morning, there could be a passing sprinkle. But I think the bulk of any rain that kind of pushes through the valley will probably come mid to late morning and into the afternoon. Otherwise, yes, a stray shower for parts of Trinity County, the North Coast, Siskiyou County. But for Modoc County and the Eastern Mountains, you'll probably start off dry at 8 o'clock this morning, turning over to better chances for showers after that. So there again, you can see that line that is just kind of pushing through Del Norte and Humboldt counties right now and making its way into Trinity County. Now you can see this trough of low pressure. That's the cold and unsettled air that's over Northern California. And that's going to be the case here for today. So we look at Futurecast, and let's take you to about 8 o'clock this morning. So yeah, we could see a stray shower or a sprinkle for places like parts of the valley. But you can see even some moderate rainfall for parts of the North Coast, especially into northern Humboldt and Del Norte counties. Siskiyou County getting in some of this. And you see the blue on the map, that's snow. I think snow will probably be somewhere around 4,500 to 5,000 feet. It's not going to impact your travel by any stretch. You're going to have to go above 5,000, 6,000 feet before you actually start seeing that snow accumulate. But you can see at 10 o'clock this morning another band of maybe some heavier rainfall for parts of Del Norte and Humboldt counties, and maybe a stray sprinkle, light shower for the valley. Then we go in about noon today, and you can see it's kind of pushing eastward. So by around midday, early afternoon, I think across the board, everyone's going to see a chance for an isolated shower or two. And when you're seeing some of the yellows and oranges on the map there, that's indicating that there are going to be maybe some pockets of moderate to even heavy rain in some areas. Especially in the mountains, probably less so for the valley. But you can see even 3 o'clock this afternoon, we're still seeing the widespread, isolated, scattered showers out there. And I think even some of us in the valley in particular could make it through the day without even seeing a drop of rain. It just depends on where you are. That's kind of the nature of what we're dealing with this cool and unsettled weather pattern. I say this a lot, right? I say cool and unsettled a lot. That's because it's pretty typical that you see that mixture of some sun, some clouds, and a chance for a few passing showers. And that's the case here for today. Now by 10 o'clock, most of the rain and snow is gone and we're dry for your Tuesday, before we see another cool and unsettled weather pattern kick in for Wednesday, Thursday, probably into Friday. And it's cooler today too, only reaching the low to mid 60s in the valley, 40s for most of the higher elevations, although in Trinity County, mid to upper 50s, and low 60s for the inland areas, mid to upper 50s along the coast. All right, so let's take a look at that forecast here, your 7-day forecast. And we have got those temperatures staying in the mid 60s. Really, in fact, by Thursday, even cooler, upper 50s to low 60s. Now, it looks pretty ominous, right? I mean, you see the raindrops for Wednesday all the way through Saturday. But I do anticipate everyone to be dry on Tuesday. Then Wednesday, it's going to take a while. It's going to start on the coast, and I think really through the first half of the day, many of us are dry on Wednesday, but by Wednesday afternoon, Thursday, which is Halloween Thursday, that's when I expect some of the heavier rainfall across the board, valley, mountains, coast. I think Halloween, unfortunately, will be the day where we see most of the rain for the week. And then maybe a chance for a scattered shower on Friday, and then Saturday, I've still got the chance in there. However, I will say this, I'm anticipating that there's a very good chance it may not make it to at least Northern California on Saturday. I think most of it on Saturday will be to the north, and it just may clip Northern California. That's why I've still got the chance in there for Saturday, but again, I may be taking that out. I'm going to stop this here because I forgot to put something in the forecast here, and I do want to remind you that there is a freeze warning for southern and southeastern Humboldt County for tomorrow morning, not this morning, but tomorrow morning. So as the colder air moves in today, it gets even colder tomorrow. So from 3 a.m. until 10 a.m. on Tuesday, southern and southeastern Humboldt County is under a freeze warning with lows between 26 and 32 degrees. Now, again, keep in mind, many other mountain locations are also going to see those freezing temperatures. So again, it's just kind of, we're getting that time of the year where it's getting more common. All right, let's take a look at the latest fire perimeter at the Shoe Fire at 5,124 acres as of latest roll call on that one at 65% containment. Now the winds, they're not that bad this morning. They're not that bad this afternoon, although they will be a little breezy coming in from the north-northwest. I think the winds will calm down for your Tuesday, especially Tuesday afternoon, before picking back up again on Wednesday. And why are the winds picking up on Wednesday? Well, we've got another storm system, another cold front that'll be moving through, and that will elevate those winds. But I'm not terribly concerned about fire weather risk, and here's the reason why. So for today, you can see the humidity levels are fairly high. Why? Because we've got the chance for showers, the storm system's moving through. It's colder, so humidity levels are higher, over 40% in most cases for the valley. Now, as it dries out on Tuesday, we're going to be looking at drier conditions too, probably in the teens and low 20s. But the thing is, the winds are going to be calm on Tuesday. Now the winds pick back up again on Wednesday, and yes, it will start off dry, but by Wednesday afternoon, Wednesday evening, those humidity levels will pick right back up, but a little gusty coming in from the south. There's a look at Lake Oroville this morning. Really can't see a whole lot on that image. Let's see if it looks any better here from the 4-bay camera, and there you can see a little blurry, but looks like fairly clear skies. Down to the south, out towards Butte and Glenn counties. Main Street, Chico, Highway 32. Looks like traffic is flowing smoothly there. Not a lot of traffic this morning. There's a look at Highway 99 at Neal Road. Typical traffic this morning, but it is flowing smoothly, and some clouds out there this morning, but still dry in the valley at this point. We're going to be looking at more clouds, though, on the increase this morning. As you can see, Highway 44 at Sundial Bridge Drive in Redding. Hey, by the way, today is Monday. We've got our Turtle Bay Wonderful World of Animals. Now, Sharon Clay and, of course, Adrian is kind of her right-hand gal. They are big fans of Halloween. And so when I came in, they said, hey, we should do something for Halloween. So, we did something a little fun, kind of the creepy crawlies, if you will, that are over at Turtle Bay Exploration Park. So let's check out this week's Turtle Bay Wonderful World of Animals Halloween edition. I apologize. I put in the wrong... Happy Monday to you all. There it is. Let's try this again, and we'll not do Pet of the Week, which was Friday. We're going to do Halloween edition of Wonderful World of Animals. Here you go. Okay. Hello everyone, Mike Krueger from Weather NorCal. I've got Adrian to my right, your left, and we got Sharon Clay to my left, your right. There we go. Now, in kind of in celebration of this week being Halloween week, we think of creepy crawlies, the scary things in life. But, we don't really want to consider what we have here to be scary, right?
That is correct. People are afraid of all types of animals that we don't understand or that are different than us. So one thing that I have come to realize over all these years working with animals, I think Adrian will agree, that anything that has less legs than us or more than 4 legs,
so if
we're used to dogs and cats, then it's terrifying. So snakes, no legs, okay, scary. Right. There's legless lizards. People love lizards. They've got 4 legs, but the legless lizards, they're terrified of, right? So anything with less than 2 legs or more than 4 legs. So millipede, centipede, tarantulas, things that have more than 4 legs are unfamiliar and tend to be scary for people.
That's right. I mean, I almost feel like we should have some kind of like scary music playing in the background.
Well, you can add that,
Maybe we could.
You do have
Maybe
the
I
ability.
could get a little creative here. So
That's right.
We've got 3 different animals with us here today. We've got the tarantula. What's the tarantula's name? You can speak. Well, yeah, I'll try to.
I'll try to talk loud.
Yes.
This is Bisbee. She's our Arizona desert blonde tarantula. She's actually native here in the United States. And the coolest thing about our tarantulas here in the U.S. is they do migrations at certain times of the year. In fact, down near San Francisco, there's a very well-known migration that people from all over come to see. The males go to seek out the females every year.
Wow.
You see thousands of tarantulas out. But of course, tarantulas are very fragile. That's why I'm really careful when I'm holding her. If she falls even a few inches, she could actually break.
So this is kind of the same concept here with this millipede here as well, right? The millipede could, after falling a few inches, could also break.
That's because these guys have exoskeletons.
Exoskeletons,
They
right.
wear their skeleton on the outside, and it's very fragile. So we have to be really careful with some of these guys. And there's very few tarantulas that are actually arboreal or live in the trees for that reason. They stay on the ground most of the time. Same thing with our millipedes. But Daintree over there is a little different.
Yeah, not an exoskeleton, right?
No, that's correct. So this is a vertebrate, which means that they actually have a spine just like we do. But of course, that spine's going to go down the entire body. They have lots and lots and lots and lots of ribs that go all the way down this body here. And they are these guys actually are what people call, right, cold-blooded, which all 3 of these are. So what that means is not that their blood is cold, but actually that they get their temperature from the outside of their body. They can't create their own heat. We're endothermic. We create our own heat from inside our bodies. These guys get it from outside. So if it is really cold out, they are cold too. But just like we create our heat in order to digest our food, they need to be warm to digest their food. And that's why you're gonna see snakes actually sitting out and sunning themselves all curled up, because they need to warm up so that they can digest their food. Now, she's super interesting because this one is actually found in Australia, this snake. She's a jungle carpet python, and her name is Daintree, named from the Daintree rainforest where they're found. These guys will actually hang from the tree branches, and then they strike out and they catch bats. They catch flying foxes, which is like the largest bats.
So really too bad I don't have any bats here. Then we could really kind of
Bats are pretty cool.
yeah, that would be.
It's gonna be another great Halloween animal, huh?
All right, well, we've got 3 creepy crawlies here with us, and that's of course in fun for Halloween. Happy Halloween to you all. Hope you have a good Halloween. Hope you all have a happy Halloween, and we will see you next time for another edition of Turtle Bay Wonderful World of Animals. All right, so that, excuse me, that was a lot of fun here. Of course, I think we had a couple of weeks ago had done the millipede here to kind of illustrate what they're all about here. But yeah, they just wanted to have a little fun and some of the scariest. And I thought it was interesting what Sharon was saying, that people tend to be most scared of any animals that don't have any legs at all. Or more legs than us. So if they have 4 or 5 or plus legs, then people tend to get a little freaked out by them as well. So snakes don't have any legs. Now lizards are they're okay with. However, if the lizard doesn't have any legs, then they can be freaked out by that. Of course, millipedes they can be freaked out by, which they're harmless. They eat dirt. That's essentially what they do. They make dirt. And then of course, the tarantula. Kind of freaky, right? Not a lot of people like tarantulas either. So definitely a fun one, and certainly appreciate Sharon and Adrian for sharing that information about Turtle Bay Wonderful World of Animals. And by the way, you can always check out Turtle Bay Wonderful World of Animals from the website. Let's go to the website here real quickly, and I'll show you what I'm talking about here. All you have to do, go to weathernorcal.com, and you see right down here where it says Animal Family, you click on that. Click on Animal Family, and then you click on Turtle Bay Wonderful World of Animals, and what do you got? Yeah, there's the one we just saw. And then, of course, there are 5 pages that look just like this. There are so many different ones that we've done. So it's one of those things where you can binge watch. You can watch for probably over an hour and see all of the different animals that they have. And some of them are repeats, but what Sharon tries to do is remember the ones that we've done. And then what she does is she kind of gives you some new information that maybe you didn't hear before from the other one. So that's always fun. All right, well, let's see here. We've got some people kind of checking in this morning here, and looks like everyone's just saying good morning. From Tracy, Catherine, Bill, Curtis saying good morning. We got Debbie Bishop saying good morning to everybody, as well as Chappie Debbie is also saying good morning to everyone. Of the 3, I'd rather hold the snake. That's what Chappie was saying. You know, the snake is actually not that bad. That's fun. And the millipede kind of freaked me out when I first met the millipede, if you will. But they're kind of neat. They feel like Velcro kind of crawling on your skin. It's pretty neat. And they're, like I say, they're harmless. They can't bite you. The tarantula, I don't know how I'd feel about maybe holding that one, but that was interesting. 3, and then Lisa Stevens saying 3 absolute nopes from me. That's what she's saying. Nope, wouldn't touch any of them. You know what? That's, you got to respect that. Terry Murray is saying, have a fabulous week. Well, you too. And speaking of that, let's get to our forecast for the week, shall we? And as you know, Coffee with Krueger is sponsored by Wind River Resort and Casino. At Wind River Resort and Casino, enjoy friendly service, a wide variety of specials and promotions, plus all of your favorite slots and table games. All right, thanks again to Wind River for their support. And as a reminder, they also sponsor the clock down there at the bottom right of your screen, so you know what time it is when you're watching. If you're in a hurry, you got to get out. You can watch Krueger's quick cast at the top of the hour at 7 a.m. You can get the forecast for the day. You can head out the door and be ready to go, or if you've got time, stick around for the deeper dive forecast, and that's exactly what we're doing now. So we start the morning off with some of the showers that we're seeing in Del Norte and Humboldt counties. They are making its way now into Trinity County and western Siskiyou County as well. So just give it a little bit of time. Weaverville, Hayfork, you'll see some light showers out there. Not snow. Snow is going to have to probably be reserved for elevations above 4,500, 5,000 feet. And really any accumulating snow will have to be above that too. But you can see behind it, things have dried out a little bit, but there's more activity coming in behind that. So a cold and unstable air is moving in here for today. Now, how did we do with the rain yesterday? Well, most of it, surprise, surprise, where was it? We'll take a look. Along the coast as expected. About a half an inch, give or take, for many of us along the coast. Crescent City about a half an inch. Almost an inch out in Klamath. There you can see Eureka about 6,200, 6,500 in Fortuna. Over a quarter of an inch in Redway. But then you head east, look, less rainfall, right? Especially for Trinity County. You did see a little bit of accumulating rain from parts of the valley, like Corning at 600, 7 inch of rainfall. But nothing recorded, at least from the rain gauges I'm seeing, for Redding or Red Bluff, but around Anderson. There were some showers there, even around Palisadro right here. Shingletown did see some measurable rainfall too. And out towards Alturas, look at that, almost 3/4 of an inch of rainfall there, but not as much off to the east. All right, take a look at the temperatures out there right now. It's just above freezing in Alturas. You're at 33 right now. 39 degrees for Yreka, 52 for Crescent City, and 50 in Eureka. Temperatures in the mid-40s for the valley. All right, so here's your headlines. Cool and unsettled to start the week. Now, I do expect drier and warmer conditions for your Tuesday. Just a little bit warmer. We're staying below normal tomorrow, but I do expect everyone to be kind of transitioned between systems on Tuesday. It will be dry. Cool and unsettled Wednesday through Friday, but I think it's going to take its time on Wednesday. And I think Thursday, Halloween Day, will be the day we get the heaviest amount of rainfall. And snow could drop to as low as 4,500 feet, but any accumulating snow is going to have to be above that. So I'm not really concerned about travel at this point. But we can clearly see this trough of low pressure right here. That's the trough of low pressure that's got the colder air associated with it and the unsettled air as well. So what does that mean? Well, let's take a look at our forecast for today. Here's 8 o'clock in the morning, maybe a stray shower for parts of the valley, to the north of that as well. Still fairly dry, though, off to the east. We're seeing another round of some maybe moderate showers heading into parts of the north coast. Then we go in about 10 o'clock this morning, maybe a stray sprinkle or light shower in the valley. To the north of that, even into Modoc County, a light sprinkle or light shower. We're seeing snow, but again, that's mainly above 4,500, 5,000 feet. Heavier rainfall off to the west here. And then we go into about mid-afternoon. Now notice, for 3 o'clock this afternoon, we're just kind of seeing all over Northern California, coast, mountains, inland, valley, all seeing chances for showers. But what you'll notice too is that most of it's in the mountains and along the coast. We're not seeing as much activity in the valley. So you can also see some breaks in the clouds for everyone, even in the mountains. So you can see just, this is your typical standard unsettled weather pattern that we're dealing with right here. This right here illustrates it perfectly. See some breaks in the clouds here. See the mostly cloudy skies, but dry conditions. See the showers that we're seeing in there. There are going to be some pockets of maybe some heavier rainfall in some areas as well. Can't rule out entirely maybe even an isolated thunderstorm. That's few and far between if that happens, but mainly just some scattered showers. Then we go into about 6 p.m. Kind of breaking apart, but still seeing some of the rain and snow, especially in the mountains, drying out by tonight. And then, as I mentioned, we're between systems on Tuesday. So that system moves on out. The one that we're dealing with today is out of here by tonight and tomorrow. And tomorrow we've got mainly sunny skies. Then Wednesday, we've got an approaching storm. All right, so notice Wednesday morning, the coast, especially Del Norte County, northern Humboldt County, maybe seeing a light shower. This is 8 o'clock Wednesday morning, so it's dry for everyone else under mostly cloudy skies. We take into the noon hour, see how it slowly approaches. So now we're seeing the bulk of the rain for the north coast, but everyone else still dry at noon on Wednesday. You see actually clear skies, even for the valley, and mostly cloudy skies for the mountains, but dry. Then we go into Wednesday, 5 p.m., see how it pushes eastward? So the main band is here, the valley just getting in on some of those showers, but it's mainly Siskiyou County, westward into Trinity, Del Norte, and Humboldt counties. But we're not seeing as much activity, even at 5 p.m. on Wednesday for Modoc, Lassen, or Plumas counties. Now, we will see a chance for showers for those areas here late in the day Wednesday, but it's not until Wednesday night into Thursday that we'll see the better chances for that rain moving in. So let's take it through Wednesday. And again, you see how we're just not seeing much in the valley. Most of it's off to the north and west, where we could see anywhere from 1/4 to 1/2 inch through Wednesday. That's not including what we'll see Thursday and Friday. And how about that snow? Well, again, you're going to have to go about 5,000 feet before you start seeing accumulating snow. So it's mainly kind of in the southern Cascades, northern Sierra, that we're seeing the bulk of that snow. And really, I mean, again, you're talking maybe upwards of 4 inches for some of the highest elevations through Wednesday. So even for the mountains, you're not looking at a lot of snow. Excuse me. All right, so here's a long range, just kind of a general idea that we're dealing with here. There's the break on Tuesday. But this is the system on Wednesday that's going to take its own sweet time getting here. So you can see by Wednesday afternoon, Wednesday evening, it's beginning to push through. We take a look at Thursday. Yeah, I mean, this is for Halloween Day, Halloween night, when we expect some of the heaviest rainfall for all of Northern California. Then on Friday, there may be some lingering showers. A system that's going to mainly clip to our north on Saturday. I've still got a chance for showers for some of us in Northern California on Saturday. But I'd be willing to guess that most of it's going to be confined to the north, so places like Del Norte, Siskiyou, and Modoc counties. That's Saturday, okay? So for now, I've got the chance in there, but keep in mind that that may change. And then going into Sunday, Monday, Tuesday of next week, we've got high pressure building in, which will dry us out and warm us up a little bit as well. So again, kind of showing you when we expect most of the rain. Here's through Wednesday. This is overdoing it, I think, but this is the long-range forecast model. Remember, we were looking at the short-range forecast model had closer to 1/2 inch in Crescent City. So again, you get the idea, just a general idea, most of the rain to the west through Wednesday. Then look what happens for Thursday into Friday. It really starts to ramp up. Now there's Thursday, that's Halloween Day, and then Thursday night into Friday, we got even more rain coming in. I think it's overdoing it for Redding. I don't think we're going to see over an inch, but most of the rain will be in the north end of the valley. Most of the rain beyond that is off where? Yeah, Del Norte County, northern Humboldt County, western Siskiyou, parts of Trinity County. That's where most of the rain is going to be. And the reason being, and the reason I'm always saying this, because that's where the storms are coming from. They're coming from the northwest, moving to the south and east. So they're coming from the ocean. There's not much to break it apart. So as it hits the coast, it just dumps rain on them. But then once it hits the coastal range, the Marble Mountains, the Trinity Alps, it begins to break apart. And as a result, we don't see as much rainfall elsewhere. But I mean, it is showing over an inch in Redding. Again, I think it's overdoing it, but you get the idea. It looks like it's going to be a Thursday night type of event where we're seeing most of the rain, unfortunately, for just in time for the trick-or-treaters, unfortunately. But check this out. When we look at the long range, we go out the next 10 days or so. Look at that. Climate Prediction Center has us in the drier than normal category, but still cooler than normal. Although when we look at the trend here for at least Redding, yeah, it's below normal through at least the first half of the weekend and even into the weekend. But we're back up closer to normal for this time of the year by Sunday, Monday, and really most likely through next week. So nice and cool this week, and then a little bit warmer, but not much higher or right around normal for this time of the year. Look at the wave heights for today. They're actually pretty high. Now the good news is if you need to be on a small boat, you do expect those wave heights to drop here for your Tuesday. But that all being said, there is a small craft advisory for today with those northwest winds at about 5 knots, waves to the northwest at 12 feet at about 14 seconds. All right, so let's take a look at your Trinity County neighborhood forecast. We'll get to it. Sometimes my button takes a little time to get going here. There it is. All right, so we're going to see all the 7-day forecasts, and you're going to see a lot of rain on the forecast. Number one, I want to point out the fact that it's not going to be just rain all day long for these days. See, that's where things get tricky. When you have an app and you look at this, you're like, oh my gosh, it's going to rain Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. But there's a lot more to that story of this 7-day forecast, more to it than meets the eye. Right? So, for example, you look at this, you see the showers today. Just off and on chance for showers. You're going to make it through the day without some rain in some areas in Trinity County. All day tomorrow, dry. Wednesday, it's really not until the afternoon that the rain kicks in. It's dry Wednesday morning. So if you have outdoor plans, get them done in the morning on Wednesday. Then by Wednesday afternoon, yeah, chance for rain. Heavier rainfall coming in on Thursday, and then maybe a chance. And quite honestly, Most likely by Saturday, I'll be taking the chance for rain out, especially as we start heading closer to the south. But there you can see for today, temperatures in the 40s, low 50s for Trinity County. For the North Coast, temperatures today in the mid-60s. Now, I do expect for the coast and inland areas to see rain Wednesday morning, right? So it's going to come from the west and then move its way eastward through the day on Wednesday. But it's going to take its own sweet time getting here. 57 for McKinleyville, 56 for Blue Lake, and Hoopa, a high today of about 60. Take you up north, 59 for Smith River, 53 for Gas Key, and there's Klamath with a high of about 55 degrees. Here's your Siskiyou County neighborhood forecast. A Highway 96 corridor, upper 50s to about 60. Low 50s for the I-5 corridor. Take you out to Scott Valley, low 50s there as well. 52 for Greenview, Callahan about 51, and Etna about 52. Take you out to central, eastern Siskiyou County, up to the northeast and the higher elevations. Temperatures quite cool there, low to mid 40s, upper 40s to low 50s elsewhere. Your Modoc County neighborhood forecast, mid 40s for your daytime highs today, dry on Tuesday. Look at the snow levels. I've got them down to about 4,500 feet. So are we going to see accumulating snow at that level? No. You go above 5,000, 6,000 feet, that's where you probably start seeing accumulating snow. And even that won't be a lot, so it's not going to impact your mountain travel. 50 in Boerne, 53 degrees for Montgomery Creek, and Paynes Creek, about 56 degrees. All right, let's take you to the south. Paradise, at Lake Elminor and Lassen Park, that is. Now you can see Chester about 49, 46 for Westwood, and it looks like Prattville about 45 degrees. Now we take it to the south. Paradise, high of 57 today. And we're dry and slightly warmer Tuesday, but still below normal. Off and on chances for showers continue for Wednesday, at least through Friday, maybe even into Saturday. Your Valley neighborhood forecast brought to you by friends at Walgamith Painting. Temperatures in the mid-60s for most of us. You can see off to the west here, past Skenta, for example, Elk Creek, around 62 to 63. 62 for the city of Shasta Lake, 63 for Redding, 58 for Whiskeytown, Lakehead, about 57. And there you can see Cottonwood, a high of about 63 degrees. All right, so let's walk you through the 7-day forecast here. All right, so isolated showers today. Are you going to see a shower or two today in the valley? I think most of us could. I think many of us could make it through the day without even seeing a drop of rain. I think that's what's going to happen. But I think it's one of those days where just have your umbrella handy. It's that time of the year, just put the umbrella in your car and be ready for a shower should you end up in a parking lot one day and it's raining. You'll have your umbrella, you're good to go. Now tomorrow it's dry. Excuse me. Tomorrow it's dry, slightly warmer, but still below normal for this time of the year. Man, excuse me. Do I need some water? Do I need something? I don't know. My throat is just, it's just lingering, isn't it, folks? All right, so for Wednesday, first half of the day is dry for the valley. And then Wednesday afternoon, showers. Then on Thursday, through the day on Thursday, the rain begins to kind of pick up through the day. Could get heavy at times. We'll call it light to moderate rainfall. It's enough to damper your Halloween activities. I can tell you that much right now. That's what it's looking like for now. Stay tuned, though. We'll be fine-tuning that forecast for Halloween here as we get closer. Friday, a lingering shower, but not much. Saturday, I've got the chance in there, but I'll be honest with you, I might be taking that out. So we may be dry for the weekend and warmer, especially by Sunday with a high of 71, and then dry going into early next week as well. There you go. And I apologize for my voice, folks. I just wish I could just beat this, whatever bug I have. It's fine. It's just, I think it's just, I suppose maybe if I take some antibiotics, it would probably go away sooner. I don't know. Excuse me. I'm so sorry. All right. Well, on that note, what do you say we wrap things up here? Chappie is saying, I always check your hourly forecast and your radar map. Well, awesome. You can get that from the free Weather NorCal app, folks. And, if you don't have the app, which you should, if you've got a phone, you got to have the app. That's the bottom line. But if you go to the homepage, got a radar there too. Look at this. Check it out. There's the interactive radar. You can go in there, and then you see it right here. You can go to full screen on it. So this will, right now, you can zoom in on it. You can see where most of the rain is, right? It's off to the west. We're seeing some snow, looks like, though, in eastern Siskiyou County. Now, what you can do, press play. And now it's loading. You can see the movement of the rain and, of course, the snow in the mountains. It's basically moving from west to east. Of course, that's to be expected, right? That's what we'd expect. And then you were talking about the hourly forecast, too. You can see right here, we've got that. Here, your 7-day forecast. All you do, you can change where it is by the city or zip code. So put in your city or zip code right there. So let's just for fun put Red Bluff. Right? So we put Red Bluff in there. There's Red Bluff, California. So now it changed everything. Even the current conditions right here. And it gives you the 7-day forecast, which comes from me. And then, of course, you can change this to, well, I don't have the hourly in. Oh, there it is. Click on hourly. Now you have the hourly forecast, and it shows you when it's going to start raining. It's going to show you what the temperatures are. But here's another cool thing you can do. See right here, it says neighborhoods. Go to the valley. And now you've got more of a visual representation for Chico, Red Bluff, and for Redding. You see the hourly forecast. These maps update every hour. So you can see it's updated at 7 o'clock this morning, and then it goes out to 3 p.m. And you can see the hourly forecast there. Here, of course, you can see the other forecast, the regional forecast. You can see the 7-day forecast for Chico. Of course, as you know, the Valley Neighborhood Forecast is sponsored by who? That's right, Walgamouth Painting, our friends over there. They are one of our newer sponsors. This is their fun ad, by the way. You should check it out. It's fun. You probably seen it before, where they don't know how to say Walgamouth. It's a lot of fun. Check it out. And then, of course, you can also watch the Valley Neighborhood Forecast there as well. If you just want the forecast for the Valley, it's right here. Same thing for Trinity County, right? You got one for Trinity County. A video forecast just for Trinity County for today. Same thing for the North Coast. Same thing for Siskiyou County with my funny face right there. Same thing for Modoc County. And by the way, all those maps are down here as well. Hourly, your daily your regional forecast for the day, your 7-day forecast, it's all right there. Eastern Mountains, same thing. There's just for the Eastern Mountains video forecast. Got a forecast discussion that I update daily, Monday through Friday. And of course, there's your hourly forecast. There's a look at your regional forecast. And of course, your 7-day forecast. So it's all right here in a nice, convenient location. Go back to the home page. So much to explore on the website. So, I don't know. Just wanted to show you all that and get you going with that. In the meantime, what do you say we wrap things up here this morning? And we start things off now by taking a look at some of the latest cameras. So once again, I want to thank you so much for joining us this morning. It is Monday, October 28th. You can see it's dry this morning in the valley, but that will be changing as we go into later this morning and afternoon. Maybe some sprinkles, maybe some light showers, but nothing terribly heavy for the valley. Heaviest rainfall will be on the coast and for the higher elevations. In the meantime, have yourselves a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow morning on Coffee with Krueger right here at 7 a.m. Have a great day.
Bye.